Hello, good
Good
morning.
morning.
Can I have your ID card, please? Thank you. So, your full name is Nguyễn Mỹ Hạnh.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the test?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, where are you from?
I'm from the top province and it is located at about 80 kilometers away from Hanoi City.
Tell me more about your hometown, please.
Well, I live in a small town called Thu Hoa. It is a pretty small place, but the nature there is very beautiful, and that's something I love the most about my hometown.
Nice. Is there anything you dislike about your hometown?
Well, I think the point that I dislike about my hometown is the fact that there are a few entertainment choices. So there are no cinemas or parks. So sometimes it's hard for me to find entertaining sources.
Okay. Now, let's move on to another topic, which is games. Okay. What games are popular in your country?
Well, games is a pretty broad topic, but if we can consider sports as games, then I think football is definitely the most popular game in my country.
Okay. So do you think it's important for people to play games?
Well, yes, I think that is definitely important for people to play games, especially physical and mental ones, because it helps us develop some important skills such as creativity and cooperation, for example.
So you mentioned sports. Okay, so let's talk about sports and exercise for a little bit. How often do you ride a bicycle?
Well, I ride a bicycle about once a week, I think, at every weekend. So it's just a way for me to exercise and strengthen my muscles. Yeah.
Thank you. Do you think that bicycles are suitable for all ages?
Well, I think that bicycles are suitable for people of all ages, especially if they want to improve their health. Cycling is a great way to strengthen our body and develop our stamina.
Okay. Let's talk about something more fun.
Okay?
We will talk about music.
All right.
Have you been to a concert before?
Well, I have been to plenty of concerts, most of which are organized outdoors with music and sometimes fashion showcase. For example, last week I went to an outdoor concert in Hoàn Kiếm Lake, which was really fun. Yeah.
I see. How often do you listen to music?
Well, I listen to music every day. I think music is a huge part of my life. It's a way for me to relax and lessen the stress from work.
What kind of music do you think is the most popular in your country?
Well, I think that ballad is definitely the most popular. Vietnamese people love listening to slow-paced music with love stories and things like that.
Thank you. Good. Now we are moving on to part 2. In part 2, you have 1 minute to take notes and 2 minutes to talk about the topic. Here is your topic card, and here's your pen.
Thank you.
1 minute for preparation starts now. Your time is up. You may start now.
Okay, I would like to talk about Vietnam National Fine Arts Museum that I visited last month. This museum is located at the center of Hanoi City, and it contains Vietnam fine arts from a number of historical periods, and it is regarded as one of the most significant national museums in Vietnam that preserves the cultural heritage. As far as I can remember now, inside the museum, many artworks were related to wartime. There were also a lot of rock and wooden sculptures that depicted the images of divine Buddhas and mascots, which I personally found really intriguing. Also, there was a special section that displayed modern art with abstract and distinctive concepts. I think that the most amazing thing about this museum is its diversity. So all the artworks are classified and collected into different sections of historical stages. So the oldest one were from prehistoric periods and then 11th to 19th century. When I was appreciating the beauty of these artworks, I felt like I was watching a movie that spread through the rich history of my country, and it made me feel really proud. If there's something I don't like about this museum is the fact that there were no museum guides, so it was really hard for me to fully grasp the ideas of some complex artworks. But overall, I still think it's a really fascinating place to visit at least once.
Thank you. Now let's move on to part 3. In part 3, you're going to be asked questions about the topic in part 2. So, question number 1. Should museums focus on the past, or should they show exhibitions on modern development?
Well, I think that there should be a combination of both the past and the present. We all know that the past is a valuable evidence of the history of our country in particular and the whole world in general. So it's crucial to preserve the relics and the old arts, for example. However, we should also put a strong focus on modern developments and movements because again, they will one day serve as the evidence for our next generations.
Thank you. Do you think museums and exhibitions do enough to attract public interest?
Well, I don't think that they have done enough. We all see that museums and exhibitions only attract a limited target audience. Only people who are interested in biology, for example, will search for information about biology-related museums, and the rest of the public are often unaware of their existence. So I think the organizers and the related positions should do a better job at promotion and advertising on social media, for example.
Thank you. And how important is it for children to visit museums?
I think it's essential for children to visit museums. I think it's one of the most effective ways to help them learn more about the world around without, just learning everything from textbooks. For example, if they have a history lesson, it's better for them to go to a history museum to observe all the samples and the models.
Mm-hmm. What kind of museums and exhibitions are popular in your country?
I think art, museums and exhibitions are the most popular in my country. They are opened annually and in various locations. For example, last week I went to Hoàn Kiếm Lake and I was able to enjoy a really beautiful outdoor art exhibition. Yeah.
Thank you very much for today. Your test is over now. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Bye. Xin chào các bạn, mình là Hạnh. Hiện tại mình đang là giáo viên tại The Book Garden. Lần cuối cùng mình tham gia vào kỳ thi IELTS thì mình đã đạt được band điểm 8.5. Hy vọng là với những sample test mà hôm nay mình đã thực hiện thì có thể cung cấp được cho các bạn một vài kinh nghiệm cũng như là những bài học hữu ích giúp cho quá trình các bạn chuẩn bị cho kỳ thi IELTS sắp tới. Mình muốn nhấn mạnh một vài từ vựng quan trọng và nổi bật mà mình đã sử dụng trong những bài sample test vừa rồi để có thể đưa ra cho các bạn một vài thông tin để giúp các bạn có thể tăng band điểm trong quá trình các bạn tham gia kỳ thi. Đầu tiên là trong những bài sample test này mình đã sử dụng 3 từ vựng mà có thể thay thế cho một số từ vựng khác mà nó không được formal cho lắm. Ví dụ như là thay vì sử dụng từ protect chẳng hạn thì các bạn có thể sử dụng từ preserve hoặc là từ conserve. Thay vì nói là very interesting thì bây giờ các bạn có thể sử dụng từ intriguing. Okay, intriguing. Cuối cùng là thay vì sử dụng những cụm từ như kiểu very old chẳng hạn thì các bạn hãy dùng là prehistoric. Okay, prehistoric. Ngoài ra thì mình cũng sử dụng một vài từ vựng liên quan trực tiếp đến chủ đề museum and exhibitions. Ví dụ như là từ sculpture này, từ relic, từ cultural heritage và cuối cùng là từ mascot. Mong rằng những kiến thức vừa rồi sẽ có thể giúp ích cho các bạn nhé. Bye bye!